Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Art of Awakening. My name is Ona, and this week the message is around joy. Okay, so the first thing they want us to know is that joy is our natural state of being. Okay, they say joy is your sovereign truth, it's your birthright. Claim it. You are a being of infinite joy, and the joy of being radiating from your heart space like a powerful sun. And don't worry if you don't feel the joy. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But just know that this is really within you, okay? So we can unlock this. And that really is the truth of your being, is a lot of joy. The next thing that they wanted to get through is that there's this tendency to look at joy as something that's external, like, what brings you joy. And it's good to think, okay, what brings you joy? That's really good. We can bring more of it into our lives. But I think we can go a step beyond, because they say don't let external circumstances dictate your expression of joy. They're saying really claim the joy from within. So the joy is an expression of your internal truth, not a reflection of externalities. And here's where the sun and moon comes in. They say that you are a daughter or son of the sun, and the moon holds no power over you. Now, in some spiritual circles, it's said that the moon is an artificial satellite that was put here to control us. It doesn't matter whether or not you believe that. I'm thinking, looking at this analogy of the sun and the moon, though, as powerful forces, right? And they're saying to align with the sun. And so if you work with lunar energies, if you keep this in mind, what they're saying is that we can work with those lunar energies in a way that's even more powerful than you may have experienced before. By the brilliance of your love and your internal fire of joy and the sacred fire within you, your work with the moon can infuse her with your light, thus sending the brilliance of the sun into the very depths of night. But to do this, you must never lose sight of your sovereignty. Your light is yours. You are fueled by light. Your light comes from within, and you are the steward and caretaker of the sacred flame. Thus, the darker the night around you, the more vigilantly you must tend the sacred fire within. Okay, and I think this is speaking to, we're living in very interesting times. You might say challenging times, and there is darkness out there in the 3D world. We're in it. And so they're saying really to acknowledge that the light does come from within, that we are, it is a part of us, that is like the core of our being is this beautiful light, this joy. It's expressed through joy. And if you have self-mastery, joy becomes not a reactive emotion, because it's easy to react with joy to things that are, likely to bring us joy, right? But they're saying we can take that a step further, and rather than, only being reactive, it can be, they call it an active duty, an intentional practice that lights the world in a holy fire of love. Okay, so just something to think about, and just an encouragement to begin to practice joy intentionally. And if you don't feel the joy, because especially on certain days, certain times when we've had a hard day, it can be really, really hard to feel joy. Joy is a really, really high vibration, and it can be hard to hold that vibration. But what I'm given to understand is that you can set the intention, your intention to feel the joy. It is really, really powerful. So even if you're not really feeling it, but just like, I am willing to, feel the joy. I am willing to invite joy into my heart. I set the intention to bring more joy into my life, into the world. That itself is super, super powerful, and that gets the ball rolling and opens the doors for more joy in your life. Okay, and I've expanded upon this in on my Patreon channel. So if that's something that you want to look into more, I really would love to see you there. And the link to that is below. Otherwise, we'll catch you again next time. So I've expanded upon this message on my Patreon group, and so if you're interested in delving a little bit deeper into this, I encourage you to click the link below. And if you sign up for any level that does the weekly reading, you get a little bit more like some of the spirit animal support around that. And otherwise, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you again soon.